You know where you won't have to report? Yeah. All right, welcome aboard, everybody.
Name the country that will be the freest in the year 2030.
Somalia.
Show me Somalia. Okay.
I think that my favorite thing about the Contra cruise was the people. Actually meeting lots of other like-minded libertarians and meeting some awesome chicks that were also libertarian, not just because their husbands were, but because they actually understood a lot about libertarianism as a whole.
Being able to meet up with other libertarians, it's hard being out there in a statist world.
You're on a ship at sea, first of all, which is just fabulous. And there are tens of scores of hundreds of libertarians with you. So you're not alone. There are people who feel the same way you do about everything, and you have these wonderful conversations. And Bob and Tom are here. It's the best time you'll ever have at sea, ever.
New Mexico. Oh, Gary Johnson smoking pot.
I've been to a lot of other kinds of different events and conferences and things like that. I have never met so many amazing people all in one place. Every single night has been so much fun. I loved every single thing about it.
My favorite thing about the Contra cruise is having access to a collective IQ of about 1 million. I mean, the participants, there's so much intelligence and just well-read, well-versed, articulate people, and having a chance to interact with this amazing group is unbelievable.
I met people here that live in Denmark, Australia, Singapore. You will learn so much, you won't even be able to believe it. Your head will just be full till it almost explodes.
Bob Murphy is even funnier in person than he is on Contra Krugman.
Name the most annoying statist arguments.
I can go 10 for 10 at beer pong.
Yeah! And he really is a good singer.
Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Every night at dinner, you rotate tables and you really get to know people.
I have to admit the laser tag was pretty fun. And I just found out about it today, but the slide on the back of the ship, don't know how to describe it, but it almost goes up on a vertical wall, and that's, I wish I would have found out about that earlier in the cruise, because I probably would have been doing that all day, every day.
Probably sitting up on deck 11 with Javi and the band playing guitars and talking about liberty.
It feels like a camp, right? Like where by the end of the week, you're all just like so hyped on the positivity that you've just experienced that you're just like, I can't go home to normal life anymore.
Yeah. Just like a pajama party for adults, and it was the best time I've ever had on any cruise ever, bar none.
I'd say absolutely come. It's great, and be ready to just open up and share and be with people.
We'll get you out of your shell. Yes. For sure.
It is easily the best vacation my wife and I have ever been on, and we've been on a lot. This was a ton of fun. A ton of fun.
It is so much fun.
If you're thinking about coming on the Contra cruise, book it.